Hello, and welcome to the Wonderfully Hopeless podcast. My name is Charity. It is August 7th, 2021. It has been a long time since I've done a podcast. School got out. I tried to film some videos, was having technical difficulties, and I was just busy, and I was also pretty well burnt out from work, so I needed a break. So, been dealing with some health issues and all sorts of just crazy with the summer. So, yeah, I'm trying to pick back up and get into a routine. I say this all the time and it never happens, but we're going to try it again. So, I have gotten some work done on my crafting space. So, yeah, that has made progress. I have my knitting bags hanging up, and I'm sorry if you can hear the noise upstairs. It is brew day for my husband, so he is upstairs brewing, and the dogs are outside, so this might get paused a few times, but hey, it's what it is. So, I have a mound of knitting. I'm not even going to try and remember what I finished since then. I have finished multiple projects. I don't remember what I finished between then and there, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to start with the WIPS. So, I should probably say this is a crafting podcast. I do a lot of crafting. I knit, I crochet, I cross stitch, and whatever other craft catches my interest for the time. So, with that being said, let's start with the first thing to hand. I just finished a sock, so I'm almost done with this pair of socks. So, let's see. On the walker it goes. So, finished this pair for my husband. The main color is a Felici. I don't remember what colorway. I cranked the tube on my sock machine, and then I just used Cascade, I think Heritage, for the cuff, heels, and toes. Sorry, my husband is talking to the bird, and the dogs are barking, so I'm going to pause. Alright, sorry about that. The dogs were barking at my elderly neighbor, so they had to come inside. Alright, so, socks. That sock is done, and this sock just needs a heel. So hopefully I will have it done in the next couple days. And these are for my husband. So that's that. They're living in a silver shed bag. And I am using Chai-Gu size 0. Alright, so that's my first pair of socks. That's the one that'll get finished the quickest. Now, I have 2 other pairs of socks. So I start back to work this week. So Wednesday is my first day back. And that will mean a lot of meetings. So I have, I like to keep my hands busy while I'm sitting in a meeting so that I can focus a little bit better. So I try and keep socks on the go. So I don't know who the yarn was dyed from. This was gifted to me some time ago. But, so I have 2 cakes. And what I'm going to do is I have 2 circs in here. Now that I've got the cuff done on this one, I'm going to start the cuff, and I'm just kind of, or at least that was a plan. I don't know. We'll see. But that's in here. And it's just living in a cute bag I found at one of my local shops here in town. So that's that. I have one more set of socks. Alright. So, again, just started casting them on And this is a Knit Picks. I don't have the tag. I just bought some yarn. And this is what the main yarn sock is going to be. So it is a sparkly sock, and this is Fishnets Panache Fingering, and this was gifted to me, so I don't know really anything about it, and the colorway is Witch's Brew, so it's a 75/20 and 5% stellina, so there's that. So 3 socks on the go, and I am actually using Zing's mini circs for these. They're not as good as the Chai-Goos, but they're pretty good. So that's my 3 pairs of socks. Because, you know, I'm not crazy at all. Alright. Next up is the Color Affection. And I'm in the middle of a row because, you know, that's the perfect place to stop. I was actually knitting on this earlier, and I was having to run up and help my husband with his beer enough that I stopped, did some schoolwork, and knitted on the sock to finish that sock. So this is all lichen and lace. So this is seashell. The brown is ginger snap, and I forget what the burgundy is. So I am on the short row striping, and I'm trying to finish this up because I signed up for 2 MCALs, the Casapinka MCAL that starts, I don't remember when it starts, and then the Sweet Georgia. So, and they both start this month. So I'm trying to get this finished, and it's fairly mindless. So that's been nice. I'm really enjoying that. I love that yarn. I bought it a few years ago, and I've been trying to find a project for it. So that was that. And I got this knitting bag at a amazing yarn shop in Wisconsin when I was up there. They have some amazing yarn shops. Everybody is lucky. Illinois has a whole heck of a lot of nothing. All right, now I gotta go to Knit Companion because I don't remember what some of these patterns are. I have too many shawls on the go. All right, so the next one I'm doing is, let's make it a little bigger, Storm, and this is a Hohi. And I am doing it out of, what's this yarn? This is another one that was gifted to me. It's a Highland Handmade Sugar Maple sock yarn. It is 75/25, and it is called Trickster. There's that. And this is what it's knitting up to. I am at the first drop stitch band, so I will probably try and put that first band in today or tonight. So my husband's almost done with his beer, and then we're probably going to go out to eat, and then I'm going to try and put it in. So there's that, and these are on my Leica needles, or Leica needles, however you pronounce it, and it's a size 7. So I am really enjoying these needles. So there's that. I'm just moving one pile to another pile. All right. What else? All right. So the other thing I've been working on big time. Some of these I started and then I've put down to work on something else. So a little crafter ADD. Start it and go on to something new. All right. So the next one is the Perfect Knit T-shirt by Caitlin Barthold. So that's what it's supposed to look like. And let's see. I'm trying to remember where the front is. So here's that. And I love this color. It's kind of like a rose gold color. It's cotton. And these are size 5. Can't even read it with my glasses on. And I am using the Chobu Lion brand. So it is the 50% cotton, 49% rayon from Bamboo. So it's the colorway. I am enjoying that project quite a bit, but I really decided I needed to get the color affection off my needles because it was getting close-ish, and shirts take forever. So, but I've been enjoying it. Although the cotton, I don't know how much I want to knit cotton shirts. It's not bad cotton. I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy the wool. But I didn't want to cast on the sweaters that I have planned because I didn't really want a lap full of worsted weight wool. It's getting warm. What is it? Yeah, that temperature's not right. It's supposed to be, I think, 88 today, and a heat index close to 100, and it's just supposed to get warmer for a while, so I'm not enjoying that. I am in the basement, so it's mostly cool all the time, but yeah. All right, this is a new project bag, and I absolutely love it, and it is from Anomalous Mind on Etsy. I have a face mask out, this mask, or fabric. It's not that I can't sew. I don't have time to sew a lot of the times, and so I just buy the project bags. And so, there you go. It's on Etsy. I haven't gotten very far on this one. I have gotten distracted. So, I am all of there. This is going to be an amulet shawl, maybe. And then, so let's see if I've got the tags. I think they're inside the skein, so I'm not going to pull them out. Suburban Stitcher. So this is the ZK 2019 colorway. And I think this is Ashes. So those are those two. And I cast it on and haven't done anything with it. It's probably going to live in here for a little while until I get pulled back to it. I was all gung-ho, and then projects I was liking more distracted me. So, this will probably see the most love after I finish Color Affection, because I was really enjoying this one, but I really just kind of wanted to get, so I wanted to get Color Affection done, but it basically comes down, I start a whole bunch of stuff, and then I just work through my WIP pile. Why I don't just start them one at a time, I don't know. All right, so this is Kryptonite by Melanie Berg, and I absolutely am loving it. Absolutely love it. So I just so enjoy picking it up, and I really had to tell myself I needed to get something off the needles. So I've been focusing on, well, I was focusing on the shirt, and then I changed to color affection. When I finish color affection, I'll probably go back to the shirt, but we'll see, because like I said, I have 2 MCALs starting, so I don't make myself feel guilty about new starts. I figure as long as I have needles and I have project bags, and I have a lot of needles and a lot of project bags, I'm okay. So that's how I look at it. All right, next up is another start that has a little bit put into it and then got put down. And is a huge mess because it's mini skeins. All right. So this is Koi Pond by Casapinka, and I've gone that far. I was really, again, I just cast it on to say I started it, and I will fit it in where I can. So I am using, this is a Stunning String, which is one of my favorite yarn dyers. And I love that they're doing more than just tonals now. So this was just a one of a kind. And I absolutely love it. So it's a gray, and it just has these little tiny subtle hints of color throughout it. Love it. And that is paired with a bunch of very tangled mini skeins from Lavender and Loon. I got several mini skeins from Lavender and Loon at ZK in 2019. And so I have been looking for a mini skein project that I wanted to do with them. And I decided to use this one. I really enjoy Casapinka's projects, and so that's what I went with. And unfortunately, I've opened the bag, and there's a huge mess from all these colors getting messed up. So that's always fun. You know, they make the yarn condoms for the full skeins, but I swear I have more trouble with minis than I do the full skeins. Although I have full skeins that end up looking like this too. And I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to fix this, and it's, yeah. So anyway, that will be something that gets worked on sooner or later. And it is in a bag that I made for myself, and it is on another set of Leica needles, and it's a US 5. So make sure I put all my minis back. Woohoo! I can see the bottom of my whip bin. All right, this is another Helen Stewart. You might be able to tell who my favorite designers are. This is, I actually looked up the name, Sprite's Fin, which, because I already grabbed the tablet, let's see, Sprite's Fin. All right. So that's what that one's going to look like. And I am doing it out of lace weight. This is the first time I've attempted a lace weight project. So so far, so good. And these are Malabrigo colorways that I bought while I was in Wisconsin. So we have those two. So yeah. And then the last project, haven't seen any love in a while. That's all right. This is a scrappy project. And I am making up the pattern as I go. So this is what we have so far. Haven't gotten very far, but I have a lot of yarn. And there's another ball of scraps in here. So yeah, I am, so far I've done garter, and then I've done a mesh panel, and honestly I forgot what this blue is supposed to, oh, it's a pattern. Gonna have fun figuring out what that pattern is, since, you know, I wasn't smart enough to finish the pattern before I put it down. But I can always rip it out and pick it up. I was so much enjoying this, I paused it because I wanted to get a stitch dictionary so I could do different stitches on here. So Stitch Dictionary came in and I was distracted by other projects. So yeah, there was that. And then the other thing I have been working on is my cross stitch. I haven't done as much on this, but this is my Victorian Harbor View. So I am working on her dress. So when I feel the need to cross stitch, which honestly isn't as much as it used to be, I mostly knit and some crochet. I have a blanket upstairs, and I have a granny square blanket down here that I work on when I'm in the mood to crochet. But I just don't cross stitch as much. The dogs tend to want a little bit more attention, and it's easier to put the knitting down. When the husband needs help, it's easier to put the knitting down, and that's an excuse, but that's the way it is. So again, I have bought like a ton of yarn between now and my last video. I'm not gonna go over it. I had a trip to Wisconsin. I had a trip to a yarn store in Macomb, Illinois. That is a super cute little yarn store. It's like, it's got yarn and it's got felting and it's got cross stitch. Super cute, really nice owner. I really enjoyed my trip to that yarn store. I got some of the yarn from the Hobby Lobby clearance, so I actually have some of that over there. I have some more of the Hobby Lobby yarn. I have to say, I'm really liking the hand-dyed stuff, and I know that it doesn't have nylon in it, but I'm okay with that for most stuff. And I'm actually going to try it for socks, but I am going to do the cuffs, heels, and toes with something with nylon in it. So it will be more durable in the places where I tend to wear out my socks first. I tend to tear out the heels long before anything else on my socks goes. So I'm thinking that will be just fine for me. So there's that, and then I'm going to have some birthday presents coming in. So because my birthday was last weekend, my husband got me a rather nice birthday present, and I have some Etsy purchases that'll be coming in. Might have been a little bit of retail therapy going on, but I've decided not to feel bad about it. My sister-in-law also hit the Hobby Lobby clearance sale because she lives in another state, and sent me some yarns that she liked. All sock yarn. Some of the sock yarn that's not wool. Actually, I have some because I bought some too. So she got some of these cozy toes, and the extra nylon is actually probably, or the extra stretch, because it's acrylic, and so it's super stretchy. Will be good for her. It's also great when I make socks for the kids, because then I don't have to worry about it, because my nieces and nephews are not so great about it. So I actually have it in my bin. I have 2 skeins in here. I was gonna run one through my sock machine, but I made a great big giant mess on my sock machine, and so I don't currently have anything on there, and I'm going to be making a setup on it. And then I need to get my 3D printer up and running, because my sock machine is 3D printed, and I need to make some of the accessories that I've seen on there recently so that I can attempt to make a full sock on my sock machine. Now, I've seen how they look, and I don't love the look of the socks made on the sock machine. So if I'm making them for myself, I'm going to just knit them. I don't mind putting in the cuffs, heels, and toes and just cranking the tube. And I also do the hand knit for particular yarns, like those, like when I'm sitting in a meeting, because it's way easier to just put in, just knit in the round versus trying to do cuffs, heels, and toes. And this is such a mess. You know, I probably shouldn't have just thrown it in the bin, which is what I'm going to end up doing again. Because I just have a bin of sock tubes down here to crank up. And so, yeah. So I have a couple of these, and like I said, they're great for the kids. They're great for my sister-in-law who needs something a little extra stretchy. So yeah, I think that is pretty much everything. Like I said, I'm going to try and get back to a regular filming schedule. I craft daily. Knitting really does help my stress, so I'm trying to make more of a point of it. And I really enjoyed doing the podcasts. I kind of miss doing the podcasts. And yeah, so that is, I think, all I'm going to say for today. I hope everybody is having a great summer. And I know that all the kids are getting ready to go back to school soon. By the end of August, everybody will be back in school. So hopefully this school year is better than last. I know the kids are wanting that as much as the teachers. So, and I'm sure parents probably want a better school year than last year. So fingers crossed that it goes well. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.